Day 2 of the National Ball Hockey Championships here in Mississauga, Ontario, live from rink number 2 inside the Paramount Fine Foods Centre. I'm Anne Kevio. I'll be your play-by-play announcer for this game between the Sunnyvale Samsquanches and York Predators. The Predators are going to be repping the green, blue, and pink stripes, and the Samsquanches blue, black, and gray. This is the men's D division matchup. What a crazy first day we had yesterday. Lots of great action here on this rink and on the other pads as well. If you've been checking things out, we've just finished watching the Hamilton Ducks take on the Fat Boys from Quebec. And the Quebec team put up a great fight. They won it 4-2. So now we'll have this one underway in just a few moments. Starting goaltender for the Predators is at number 31, Nick Marchman, and we are underway here. Icing will be waved off. Ball will be picked up by Sunnyvale. Turned over though in the slot. There's a shot and that's fanned on. It'll go down into the corner. Rung around the boards and played up to the neutral zone, and now the Samsquanches have a rush, and that'll be tipped off a stick and into the corner. Ball will hop over to the side of the end boards. No hand pass. It'll be waved off, and now it'll be sent back behind the end boards and near the Predators' net. There's a play up in front, and that will be tipped off a stick, and we'll have a delayed icing call. And we'll get our first stoppage of play, 45 seconds. Well, just shy of 45 seconds. 46 seconds into the first, still 0-0. The York Predators out of Ontario, the GTBH, Greater Toronto Ball Hockey League. GTBHL. Team was established in 2015, and they've won a few championships along the way. They're 12-time league champs in their local league. There's a shot in front, and Sunnyvale will score. It's 1-0 for Sunnyvale, and they strike early, and they capitalize on that icing call. Goal coming from what looked like to be number 11, Nick Leroux. So we'll have to wait for the official announcement, but Sunnyvale draws first blood here against the York Predators. Ball will go back to the point. There's a shot from way outside, and it will go nowhere but to the corner. Predators looking for a response. There's a center pass in front. They score, and just like that, we are all tied up. Is it going to be that kind of game? Well, it looks like it just might be. It's a tied ball hockey game. The Predators with a quick and prompt response. Looks like it was number 00, Lyle Moore with the goal. Less than 30 seconds after Sunnyvale opened the scoring, the Predators get right on the board, and it's ones across the board as it is still period number 1. 1-1 game. Now Sunnyvale with the ball. They're going to gain possession. It'll be go back to the Predators. Preds are trying to take it out of their corner. There's a big battle though down low, and it'll be picked up by Sunnyvale. Centering pass in front, and it goes wide and in front of the net. Now the Predators with a 3-on-2 rush going the other way. They stay onside. Now they'll look to set things up. Cross feed across. There's a shot, and it goes wide of the goal. What a start to this game we've got. We've already gotten 2 goals, and we're just hitting the 2-minute mark of this game. Battle down low back behind the Sasquanches net. Now it'll be centered in front. There's a shot and it'll be blocked and it'll hit off the leg. And the ball will hit off of a player's helmet off the bench. Took a minute for the officials to blow that one dead, but we'll have a whistle now and a face-off just outside of the Sasquatches zone. And if you're just tuning in, you're tuning live from rink number 2 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. On day number 2. Face-off won there by the Sasquanches. They'll look to get it out of their end, but it'll stay in. Now it'll be sent to the left circle. Your right, my left. We've been through this yesterday for those of you who've heard me. If you haven't, welcome aboard. Ball stays onside, so now the Predators will look to set things up. Tipped in front, and that'll be stopped by the netminder. Goaltender for the Sasquatches is number 30, Chris Nepinak. And both goaltenders have been tested so far in this game, and already both goaltenders have lost their bid for a shutout. Predators looking to stretch the play out, and instead player will walk it out himself and gain the red line. Therefore, the icing will be negated. Now there's a chase for it as the ball goes behind the Sasquatches net. It'll be reversed up to the top of the blue line and find its way back down low. This is Turnett now trying to work his way across the neutral zone, but he's having some trouble with it. And now that'll be picked up, and it's a 1-on-3. Ball carrier, though, having a hard time finding that ball. That was Nick Kloponsky. And now the Sasquatches will turn it back up the floor, and they'll have a little dump and chase. We got a foot race down low into the corner. It'll be picked up by the Sasquatches, trying to get a cycle going. And that'll be disrupted, and now the Predators regain ball possession and trying to work their way out of their own end. Couple of options in the neutral zone, but they will carry it in. And there's a drive towards the net. It's loose. Where is it? And it's in. In the back of the net, and the Predators, who were scored on first, have now taken the lead. It's 2-1. So it was once a tied ball hockey game. It is now a 1-goal game in favor of the Predators. And now the Samsquanches are looking for a response here. Nice ball set up across the neutral zone. They're in and stay onside. They're going to look for a centering pass. It'll go down low to the corner. Picked up by Sunnyvale. Now Sunnyvale looking for an outlet outside of their zone, and they'll find one. That's Amonis that got the ball, and now he'll send it across, and they gain the line, and now they'll look to stretch things out a little bit, but that'll be turned over in the middle of the rink, and now the Predators are coming back the other way. Holden looking for an option. Trying a centering attempt there. Doesn't go. Goalie had an active stick. That was Nepinak. Trying to set things up down near the corner. And it'll be picked up by Sunnyvale. And now they'll look to gain entry into the Predators' end. And they won't. They'll be halted at the blue line. And now it's back into the Predators' possession, and they'll try to set something up as they get the zone. And now bodied along the boards, but no call on the play as it's more of a rub out. Predators now back with possession. Nice toe drag move around the defender. There's another toe drag shot off the side of the pad, and it'll go down to the corner. Tough break there for Sunnyvale as Nepinak, their goaltender, bailed them out there, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Another shot trying to get through the slot. It doesn't go. Ball's trickling out in the slot. No cover yet, and now Sunnyvale's having a fire drill trying to get it out of their end. And that will float out of play. Whether that was tipped by a Predators player or not, it doesn't seem. It seems like it was. Therefore, we'll have a draw in the neutral zone with 8:26 left to go in the first period. A couple of goal exchanges here early on in this game. 2-1 in favor of the Predators. Nice face-off win there from Sunnyvale. They'll send it on to the goaltender, and that'll be played out. And the goaltender is actually number 30, Carlo Bernardo, for the Predators. Jersey colors are really funky, so numbers are really hard to pick out from over here, especially when it's the one on the sidearm. Nevertheless, Bernardo gave me a little turn, a little shuffle, you know, and I was able to see his number. So Carlo Bernardo is the goaltender for the Predators. Face-off won there by the Preds. They're trying to get out of the blue line. Look out, ref, you're in the way. Ball recovered by Sunnyvale. Now here's a scoring opportunity for them. They'll send it towards Bernardo, but nothing going there. And the ball once again exits the playing field. And this time it was not deflected. It was a clean exit. So we'll have a draw inside the Predators zone. Face-off win there for the Predators. Now it's flipped up to the neutral zone. There's a even strength opportunity there, and it'll be sent in. And now the Predators will look to set up shop in the Sunnyvale end. There's a shot from the top of the circle, and that'll be stopped and scooped up by Nepinak, and we'll get another stoppage of play. Riley May is the goal scorer that broke the tie for the Predators. He wears the number 92, and you can find him on the blue line right now with the red and white socks. And now the Predators will work their way back in, but have their pockets picked by a Sunnyvale defender. And now there's a turnover, and they're still onside. Centering attempt, it does not go. And just to say staying onside is Sunnyvale, so now they'll set up shop. There's a shot from the top of the circle, off the blocker, and steered aside into the corner. Centering attempt does not go. Bernardo had his glove down and was able to send that one away. Predators still hemmed into their end. There's a shot. No, it's fanned on. Nothing but wind. Now it'll be sent down to the middle. Here comes May on a break. Stopped by Nepinak, and now they'll turn it back up the other way. But just out of reach, and we'll get an icing call. And Nepinak can't believe how close that was to a breakaway opportunity. Both teams going back and forth here with scoring opportunities, but no dice with 6:22 left in this opening frame. 2-1 for the Predators. Face-off when there's a one-timer shot right off the draw, and it does not go. Sunnyvale now looking for an exit. They have it, but it stays onside. They have a second chance now, and they won't get it. Now the Predators coming right back on the attack. Nice shot block there from the Sunnyvale defender. And now Sunnyvale coming back up the other way, trying to tie this game up before the end of this opening frame. Sunnyvale did open the scoring, and then the Predators would go on to score back-to-back goals in a short amount of time. Picked up in the neutral zone. They're onside, but now it's turned over. There's a 2-on-1 developing. The defender back checking, and that'll be put to a stop. Here's a shot, and they score! What a shot through the 5-hole, and now it's a 2-goal lead for the York Predators. Jeff Holland with the big wind-up from the top of the circle, and he gives his team a 2-goal lead here in the dying minutes of this opening frame. In day 2 of the National Ball Hockey Championships, and now play will be stopped for offside, and we'll have a face-off just outside of Sunnyvale's end. That's now 3 unanswered goals for the Predators here. As mentioned earlier, Sunnyvale did open the scoring, and then after the Predators tied it up, they have not been looking back so far. Ball will be sent down into the Predators' end. Sunnyvale trying to maybe shift the game back onto their side here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen just quite yet. Predators looking to add another. They'll set up shop now. They'll try to get some passing going. There's a one-timer from the blue line, and it goes wide. Predators get to reset, though. They'll look for a centering pass. They get it. There's a spin and fire. Pad save. Loose in front. They score. The Predators are putting their foot on the gas, and they are just moving forward and not looking back. That's Lyle Moore's second of the game. And now it's 4-1 for York. And now the Sunnyvale team going to call a timeout to try to settle things down here and get things back in order. But Lyle Moore with a nice spin and fire towards the goal to bury it. And now it's a 3-goal lead for the Predators. 4 unanswered goals now for the Preds. All right, we'll see if Sunnyvale picks up pace here, as they haven't been able to get one past Bernardo or on the Predators since scoring the game's opening goal in the early seconds of this one. Battle up along the boards. There's a stick that's loose, and now it'll be picked up, and now we have a foot race for it. Good ball protection there by the Sunnyvale ball carrier. That was Brody Saunders. Now it'll be turned over at the blue line. Predators looking to stretch that completely, and they will, and now they gain the zone. Trying to stretch it out again, going down the middle this time, but that'll be picked off. Good defensive play there, and now Sunnyvale going back the other way. Gain the line, and now it'll be sent down and into the corner. It'll be May that is coming up with the ball. He'll hold up and turn that one over. There's an opportunity now for Sunnyvale. No shot yet. There it is, and they score! The phone rang 4 times, and that's all it took before Sunnyvale answered the call, and now it's a 2-goal game with 3:30 left in the first period. That was Garnet Derlet with the goal, and now it's, like mentioned, a 2-goal game. He took it out all on his own. Did a great job waiting out. The Predators defense had Bernardo way out of position and was able to just sneak that one past him. And after that timeout being called, Sunnyvale is now within 2, and they're showing signs of life. And there's another long shot this time from the point. And it'll be deflected out of play off a Predators player. Therefore, we'll have a draw still in the Predators zone. Face-off won there by the Predators. They're over their blue line. Now they'll flip it over to center. And Derlet goes down. He's holding his ankle. He's favoring something, and play is blown dead, but he will... And he's in pain. He looked like he took a tumble over his blue line and then tried to hop over. That didn't work out, so we'll see if he can get him up. That was a goal scorer for Sunnyvale, Garnet Derlet, who went down and looked like he rolled his ankle or definitely something with his foot. He almost hopped onto the bench and then lost his footing at the last second and then had to be helped up by his teammates, but glad to see that he was able to somewhat get up under his own power. And play resumes here with 2:50 left to go in the first period. There's a shot on Bernardo, and Sunnyvale going right back to it, trying to get one step closer to tying this game up. And as they gain the zone, they'll go across the floor and it won't work, and now the Predators will turn it up the other way. Now it'll find its way back into the neutral zone. Sunnyvale now in alone. That's Bannerman trying to find a centering opportunity. It goes, it's not in though. Stays on the line. The referee right there to wave it that it did not go, and it did not look like it went from here either, but what an opportunity that was for Sunnyvale. Bannerman with a great centering pass, but Sunnyvale just could not bury. Samsquanches still, well, had possession. There's a turnover. Here's Bannerman with a shot, and it just goes wide. Another good opportunity there for Bannerman. Now the ball will find its way outside of the blue line. There's a shot from a distance, and that'll hit off a Predator's leg, and now it'll be picked up. Still not out yet, though. And now there's a shot, and Bernardo makes 2 saves. Back out in front, and it does not go. And now back come the other way, the Predators. It's a 2-on-2. There's a shot from way out, and it'll go over the net. Still with some pressure. There's a shot coming from the top of the circle. Denied and sent back down, but not enough for icing. And now the Predators will regroup and try to set something up again and regain the zone. Another shot from far out that'll hit off a stick and find its way into the corner. Last minute of the play now in this opening frame. It's 4-2 for the York Predators taking on the Sunnyvale Samsquanches. And that one with a little bit too much. No, it'll be played at the last minute. What a run there. And Sunnyvale now keeping the ball alive in the Predator zone. Here comes a shot. That's tipped. Scores! Antonio Manis makes it a 1-goal game for the Sunnyvale Samsquanches with 33 seconds left in the first period. It looked like it was going to be all York from the get-go after they've scored 4 unanswers. But now the Predators are the ones who are struggling to find an answer for Sunnyvale. And now, like mentioned, it is a 1-goal ball hockey game. Officials didn't like that face-off, so we'll do it again. There's May trying to send it up in the neutral zone, but it's picked off. Now there's another shot from a distance. Here comes a rebound. They can't find it, and it's picked up by the Predators and flipped up, trying to stretch things out. Didn't quite get there. Play stays onside. 10 seconds left in the first. Can they tie it up? They got to get a shot on here with 5 left. Here it comes. No, a pass. Do they shoot it now? They hold on to it down low. Flipped in front. And that will do it. Wow. A combined 7 goals scored in the opening frame, and that'll do it after the first 15 minutes. 4-3 for the Predators over the Sunnyvale Samsquanches.
Saw her though. You were on the camera.
It's like, Mom, I was on TV.
4-3 at the end of the first period. Second period about to get underway. Combined 7 goals in that one between the York Predators and Sunnyvale Samsquanches. It looked like it was going to be all York after scoring 4 unanswered after the opening goal scored by Sunnyvale, but now we have ourselves a game as we get set for period number 2, live from rink number 2 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario, for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Nice face-off win there by the Predators as they start things off in the second period. There's May who will flip it down the floor. Is there enough for icing? No, there isn't. It'll be played by Nepanak, and he'll send it back behind his own goal. Sunnyvale with a feed back behind the net. Now it'll be played up the boards. Trying to go across, and that was a risky move, but it's paid off. High risk, high reward. Now it's in to the Predators' end, flipped back to the slot. Do they get a shot? They do, and it just goes wide. Bernardo didn't know where that one was headed. Now it'll be picked up, and they stay onside. Big opportunity here for Sunnyvale to tie things up here early on in this second frame as we are just about set to hit the 1 minute mark of this period. Turned over in the slot. There's a pass across, shooting, scores! Down 4-1, it's now 4-4, and number 88, Corbin Bannerman, ties this ball hockey game. It's all fours across the board. Now you have to wonder if the Predators might want to consider calling a timeout. Maybe not now, they just came out of the first period intermission, but never know, might want to give it a little bit extra talking to as it's now 3 unanswered for Sunnyvale. Now Sunnyvale has a chance to do some damage once again, and there's some trouble trying to get the ball out of the Predators' end, and now they will. It's a 3-on-2 going the other way, but there's a solid back check. They're onside. Going to the net is 0-0. There's a shot from a distance. Stopped here. Spin and fire. Rebounds loose. Goalie down. Nets off. What a scramble that was, and the Predators trying to answer right back and get back into this game. But the door is slammed shut, and the net comes flying off. And maybe that's a little over excessive. It just got dislodged. Well, if you like goals in the game of hockey, you're watching the perfect game right now, as there have been a total of 8 already scored, and we're hardly halfway through this ball hockey game. Samsquanches will flip it up to the neutral zone. It'll be picked up, and now it's a 1-on-0 opportunity. Defender back checking. There's a shot. Rebound. Scores! Tegan Lilly putting up another goal for the Samsquanches. It is now 5-4 in favor of Sunnyvale. And now they are back in the driver's seat after it seemed like they had been slammed by an airbag to the forehead. And now the Predators will call a timeout and talk about momentum shift. Now I wonder how high scoring this game is going to be. We've already seen 9 goals. How high can it go? Definitely not a goaltender's duel, folks, I'll tell you that. Lots of Sunnyvale crowd members in attendance for this one, and they're loving what Tegan Lilly just did for their squad as they now lead at 5-4, and now the Predators looking for a response. There's a shot from a distance, and that'll be stopped by Nipanak and steered aside. Predators still with it. Here's a shot, and it's stopped again by Nipanak. Sunnyvale with control now in their own end. Looking for a cross-floor feed, and they'll get it dropped back, and now they stay onside. There's a foot race to get back. And there's a shot from way outside, and Bernardo will stop that one. He must like to have stopped that one considering it hasn't gone quite his way in the last couple of minutes. Here's a shot from a point, swallowed up by Nepanak. And if you like defensive games, I suggest you might try to go watch another game on the stream, because this is not it. Oh, you know what they say, the best defense is the best offense. I don't think people say that, but anyways. Predators now, here's a wind-up with a shot from the slot. Tipped, rebound, stopped, loose in front, stopped again, they score! Back and forth action once again. It's a tied hockey game, 5-5. And the Predators answer right back coming out of the timeout. That's Farhan Mandra with the goal. And at this point, it's just who's going to score the most goals, or who can prevent someone from scoring. But right now, this is not that kind of game. There's a shot trying to pick the top corner there. Was Bannerman, who has won in this contest. Now there's a foot race for the ball. There's a shot on Nepanak, and he'll stop that one by eating the ball right to the chest. And now back the other way. Here comes Bannerman with a nice pass across the blue line. There's a shot from way out, tipped in front, and it sails over the net. Another good opportunity there for Sunnyvale. They're not out of it yet. There's another shot, blocked in front, and it will be sent up towards Sunnyvale's bench. And now we have a 2-on-3 the other way. Here comes May with a lot of steam. There's a shot off the pad, and it'll be sent right back to the top of the circle. Both of these teams exchanging blows. And what a high-paced game this one has been. Here comes Sunnyvale now the other way. Centering attempt, that doesn't go. That'll be stopped by May off a good back check. Trying to split the D-man there were the Predators. That didn't quite work out. Sunnyvale now back with possession. Here comes Bannerman trying to make a move. That doesn't go. He almost had it, though. Now back the other way come the Predators. Almost had too many on the rink there. Now here's a pass in the middle of the slot. Sent back down to the corner. No, instead that'll be picked off by Bannerman, but turned over right away. Predators back with possession. They'll work it down low, trying to center in front. That won't go, and now it's a 2-on-2 coming back. No options, so they'll have to dump it in, and now Sunnyvale going to make a change. Here comes May with the ball. It's a 3-on-1. Pass across. Here comes a shot, and it hits off the glove and goes wide. Another shot from May, and that's denied. May, though, still with it. He's trying to find it. It's between his legs, and the ball will squibble right down to the corner. Ball will be picked back up by the Predators. And we'll get an icing call here. And yes, if you're watching, I did say the word squibble. Do I know what that word means? No. Just made it up on the fly. Just felt right. Okay, good talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Face-off coming up here. To the right of... Rather to the left of Bernardo, and that face-off will be won by Sunnyvale, and they still have the line, and now it'll be sent. There's a shot from the slot, just goes wide, and I think Bernardo's stick might have gotten a piece of it. Here comes a shot from the point. That sails just wide, but it was close, but not close enough. Now floater back in the neutral zone as the possession swaps a few times, and now there's a 3-on-2 coming back this way. There's a shot on Bernardo, and that hit off the blocker and go back into the corner. Sunnyvale, though, still with possession. They'll stretch out the zone and go back to the point. No shot. Now it is. and it's blocked, but look out, hits off the side of Bernardo's pad. Worked back up now by the Predators. 3-on-3 coming back down. There's a big shot, and it'll sail wide. Predators are the first ones back on top of it. There's another shot, and that will hit nothing but the boards. Look out, blown tire there along the boards, but player seems to be okay. Now there's a battle alongside as they do stay onside. There's a centering attempt, and just out of reach. Moore tried to connect with O'Donoghue, but it didn't work. Tried to get a stick on it, that didn't go, and what a game this one has been so far. If you're just tuning in, it's a 5-5 ball hockey game between the York Predators and the Sunnyvale Samsquanches. With 8:37 left in the second period, live on rink number 2 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Face-off win there from Sunnyvale, and they'll work their way outside of their zone, and now we got a foot race for it. It's a 2-on-1 developing. Can they settle the ball down? No, they won't. There's a shot attempt. It does not go. There's a picked off though shot, and it hits off a stick, and it'll go wide behind the net. Sunnyvale will use their back point. Stretch out the zone a bit more. There's a screen in front. Here comes the shot. Tipped in front. Goes wide. Bernardo was ready for it, though. Predators back with it. It'll be flipped up, and then a little too much juice on it. It looks like it will have enough for icing, and it will be. So we'll get another face-off inside the Predators zone. With a crazy amount of back-and-forth action right now. This has been quite the game so far. Here on day 2 of the National Ball Hockey Championships. Face-off win there by the Predators. They have an opportunity to get the ball out. They will. Did that tip off a stick? It did not. So players will conserve their energy here as we got another icing call. And the Predators will elect to make a line change. Face-off win there by Sunnyvale. There's a pass up in the slot. No shot yet. Now it is, but it's blocked. Can the Predators recover? They won't. Good diving opportunity there, though. And now Sunnyvale trying to add another one and break this deadlock tie. Ball is loose, and there's a huge scramble in front of Bernardo, and now things finally get sorted out, and they'll try to stretch the play out once again, but will not happen. Now Sunnyvale trying to work their way back in. They gain the zone. Now they might look to stretch it out. They won't. They'll send it down to the top of the circle. There's a sharp angle shot, and that'll sail over Bernardo's head. That one had some steam behind it. Now there's another shot from the corner, and it'll be steered aside calmly by Bernardo. Predators will flip it out once again. Stop me if you've heard that one before. And now the Samsquanches will look to settle the play down, as there's been a lot of back and forth. Sunnyvale coming close with a few shots from the outside, but nothing has gone in since the Predators have tied this ball hockey game at 5 apiece. And now there's a turnover in the neutral zone. Predators are onside. It's flipped up and batted down, though, by the Sunnyvale defender. And they still can't get it out. Now the Predators are having an offensive zone change. Centered in front, tipped, but couldn't be handled. There's a shot that goes through, though. And that was stopped by Nepinak. A nice block shot there from the defender. Predators, though, are still lurking, and Nepinak has seen enough, so he'll stop it for a whistle with 6:04 left in the second period. 5-5 hockey game. Nice face-off win there from Sunnyvale. There's a battle going along the side of the boards, but it was dug out. Now it's centered in front, and it'll catch the inside of Nepinak's foot. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why goaltenders hug their posts. You just never know when one might squeak by your crease. And you'll have to just hold down the fort and stop it. Nice face-off win there from Sunnyvale. They have possession once again, trying to get out of their own end, and they will, but not for long. Predators pick it right back up. Looking for options at the blue line. May is a good option. He's got a goal tonight. Sent across. There's a shot from way out, but that'll be blocked. That was Brody Saunders with the block. That's not his first of the night. There's another shot that sails wide, though. Predators almost taking the lead there. And now a nice stretch pass. It's picked up promptly, and there's a chance. Shooting stopped by Bernardo. He doesn't know where it is. It's loose. Dug out. But the whistle had gone, and it had been blown dead. What an opportunity that was for Antonio Monis, who already has one in this game. Beautiful stretch pass. A great look from Monis' line mate from across the floor to find him. Great control to stay onside and then go on the break. But Bernardo shutting the door on Antonio Monis. Now there might be a break here for the York Predators. It's a 2-on-1. They got to cut in. They'll hold up. There's the pass. Shooting, scores! A bang-bang play. Nick Lombardi with a great pass across to Mondra. And it's a 6-5 ball hockey game, and the Predators are back in control. So the Predators take the lead once again. Nice pass from Nick Lombardi to Mondra. Mondra's second of the game. There is a delayed penalty coming up. And this will be, I believe, the first power play of the game. And this penalty will go against Sunnyvale. Jamie Wilson is going to go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. So we got our first power play of the game. Jamie Wilson will sit for 2 or less. That one was almost a tongue twister. Jamie Wilson will sit. Whew. Try that one 5 times fast. No, thank you. Good face-off win there from the Samsquanches, and they'll clear it out. And now the Predators will have to reset. We'll wait for the official announcement of what the penalty was, but they have yet to announce the 6th goal of the Predators, so I'm sure it'll follow soon. So once we have it for you, we will have it and deliver it. There's May, who has a good shot. He's got a goal in this contest. Ball will go back to May. He'll send it down low. Holding. Here comes a shot from May, tipped in front. Rebound, it's loose, and it'll be picked up in the slot, and they'll look to kill as much time as they can, but there's Lombardi really quick on the ball to get possession for his team again, and now Lombardi will have it again, and he'll try to set this one up. No, he'll tee it up this time on Nepinak. And he'll nap that one up and get a whistle with 1:07 left in the power play. So 2 minutes for interference is the call on the play for Jamie Wilson, who has been sitting for almost a full minute now. He's got 1:07 left in his penalty. And 1:06 left to work on the power play for the York Predators. May thinking about a shot, doesn't like what he sees, so he'll send it over. Now there's a shot through the traffic, and that one almost found a way in short side, but instead it found its way into the corner. Now back to May. May trying to set up the one-timer. It doesn't go, and now Sunnyvale will just clear it out onto Bernardo, who gloves that one down, and now May will quarterback this power play once again and try to set something up. No, he'll shoot it on this time, and Nepanak steers it to his side. Ball will hop back to the point. Looking for a pass here. That's Aspden. Aspden will wait. Doesn't like it. Goes to Lombardi. Back to Aspden. Over to May. May might shoot here. He does, and that's stopped by Nepanak. Rebound in front. It's loose. Spin and fire. Looking for the hat trick there was Moore. There's a shot from May. It's bounced off the pad. 3 seconds left on the power play. And Jamie Wilson is home free and out of the penalty box, and he will go to the bench, and now they'll make a change. Back to 5-on-5, and now there's a break for Sunnyvale. Down to the corner it goes. It's picked up. They'll settle the play down. A little give and go from the bottom and top part of the circle. Now May back with it for the Predators. He's got Moore with him and Lombardi. 3-on-3. Centering in front for Lombardi on his knees, and he tries to flip it up. It doesn't go. Now there's a stretch pass. Can they stay onside? It is onside. Now are we going to get a shot? Bannerman holds, shoots, and that's stopped by Bernardo. Good scoring opportunity there from Sunnyvale with 1:52 left in the second period. It's a 6-5 game for the Predators. What a second period this has turned out to be. A lot of goals have been scored. And a good power play opportunity for the Predators. It didn't go, and then Sunnyvale coming right off the penalty kill. Bannerman had a great scoring opportunity on Bernardo, and that was stopped. And we still have one more period to go in what has been a high-paced and high-scoring ball hockey game. Sunnyvale now trying to split the defender. They do. Great move. It's a 2-on-1. Can they get a shot off? The ball gets caught up. Drop pass attempt doesn't go. Bannerman with an absolute slash, but no call on the play, as the refs call it simultaneous. But regardless, a slash, is it not? That's the reason why I'm wearing a headset and not the stripes today. So I'll just stick to that. Maybe they saw something different. There's a quick explanation there from the official, but I'm sure it doesn't look like they're explaining why it wasn't a slash. I think it was because of a glove down ball. Maybe a hand pass. I'm gonna stop guessing because I didn't really see it. I just saw the slash, and I was looking for the official to put his arm up. Closing in on the final minute of this second period. Bannerman will have the ball. He doesn't shoot. He passes it across. Now there's a shot, and that had top corner written all over it, but instead it'll go over Bernardo's head. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Here come the Predators trying to split the D, and it does not work. Sunnyvale will look to settle it down. Played up now. Predators. They do stay onside. It looked like a player might have stepped off the bench for a line change prior to the line crossing the blue line, but the officials say no. 30 seconds now. 1 goal game in favor of the Predators. Trying to add one before the end of the period. Pass down low. Big screen in front of Nepanak. Lots of traffic. Here comes a shot. Blocked by Bannerman. And it'll be dumped back down, doesn't go out. 15 to go now. There's a shot, tipped in front. It's loose, spinning and firing. And no bueno for that one. That'll be stopped by Nepinak, and we'll have a face-off with 8 seconds left in this period. Face-off win there by the Predators, but it'll go to Sunnyvale possession, and they'll be flipped up. Don't think they'll have enough time to get one here. And they won't. After 2 periods of play, 11 combined goals. It's a 6-5 lead for the York Predators over the Sunnyvale Samsquanches. You're tuned in live from rink number 2. All right, folks, we're back for some third period action. For those of you watching at home, I hope you went to the washroom during this little break we had, because this has been non-stop action-packed from the first drop of the ball. Combined 11 goals in this game. It's 6-5 in favor of the York Predators over the Sunnyvale Samsquanches here. And this, if we've learned anything throughout this game, is that this third period will be just as good as the 2 previous ones. Predators start off with possession. Don't like the look. They try to stay onside, so they'll regroup. Don't want to mess around with it too much in the neutral zone to cause a turnover, but the Predators keep control of it and now gain the zone. Slight ball turnover there in the middle, but it will be picked up by Sunnyvale in the corner. Now the Samsquanches finally find a way out, but the ball stays in York's possession. Trying to gain the line they want. It'll be turned over, and now we might have a 3-on-2 break. We do. There's a shot on Bernardo, and he'll glove that one and hold on to it, because there were 3 high-speed Sunnyvale Samsquanches coming right at him. We get our first stoppage of play here in the third period. Face-off win there by the Samsquanches. Shot from the point, screen in front, and that tips over the goal. Close one there for Sunnyvale. They almost tied it up right there. There's a screen in front of Bernardo. Here comes a shot from the point, tipped aside. Another grade A opportunity for Sunnyvale, and now May will turn it back up the floor, and it'll be chipped up, and now off to the races is Moore, who has 2 on the night, looking for the hat trick. It's centered in front, stopped, steered aside. Great save there by Nepinak as that one came close to being an expanded 2-goal lead. Predators still with it. Dropped off in front. Give and go attempt. That doesn't go. Here comes a shot from Lombardi, and that's blocked. Now it'll be settled back down at the blue line, sent back down low. Lombardi parking himself at the top of the circle. There's a shot. Moore tried to deflect it. He'll try to center it in front instead, but Lombardi will now curl over to the top of the circle. It'll go back to the point. Reversed back to May. May's got to make a move, though, because he has a man on him. May dumps it right back in and on to the Sunnyvale defender. Ball is hopping all over the place. It's recovered. Here comes Moore in the slot. He'll park himself in front of the net. Moore getting it. Can't handle the pass out from the corner, and now Sunnyvale will chip it up and get going. There's a little bit of a hack there, but it stays in control. Here comes a shot. Bernardo squeezing it as tight as he can so it doesn't squeak through. And we'll get another stoppage. Face-off win there from the York Predators, and now they'll pin their man up along the boards. It'll go back to the point. There's a shot, hits off the back of an ankle, and keeps floating at the Predators' blue line, and Bannerman does a good job to send it back in deep. Sunnyvale looking for a centering pass. It gets there, dropped over to Bannerman, looking for the shot, doesn't go, and it's hopping all over his stick, but he got a handle on it. Trying to center again in the slot, but it's shut down, and now the Predators will try to get set up once again in Sunnyvale's end. Staying onside, it's good. Attempt to play it in the high slot, does not go, and now we've got a battle for the ball, and it's won by the Predators. Centered in front, they score! Mike Amaral with the goal. It's 7-5 now for the York Predators. 2-goal lead for the Preds with a lot of time left on the clock for Sunnyvale to come back and tie this one up. Face-off win there for Sunnyvale. It'll be played back to their own blue line, and now it'll be chipped in. Not that far, but the Predators will work it back deep, and now a give and go in the neutral zone, and now there might be a break for York to make this a 3-goal lead, and look out, Nepinak gets knocked over by his own man, and we'll get a stoppage, and we will likely get a draw inside Sunnyvale's end. And Nepinak a little slow to get up, so we'll see if he's all right. Might be a little shaken up. Making sure everything in his neck feels all right. He'll probably be given a little bit of time. And nice to see Nepinak back up on his feet for Sunnyvale. He's made some big saves in this game. It would have been a tough blow if he would have had to have left, but it looks like he's going to stay in, and the draw will actually come outside, which is kind of strange because the net came off because of a Sunnyvale player knocked it off, not the Predators, but it is what it is, and we play on. Ball will be rimmed around the boards. Predators player couldn't get to it on time, but now they'll keep it onside. Nice pickpocket at the blue line. And now Sunnyvale going the other way. Ball sent back up into the high neutral zone. It'll be chipped up and out of play as we'll get another stoppage. 11-11 on the clock. Make a wish. If you're watching for Sunnyvale, you wish for a comeback. If you're watching for the Predators, well, you're hoping this lead stays. And that'll be sent out of play once again off the netting, and the faceoff will come outside of the Samsquanches blue line. No, instead it'll go outside the Predators blue line. My mistake. Played across, give and go, trying to get a zone entry. It doesn't go, and now it'll be sent back up. Predators will send it deep, and we'll have a foot race for it. Got to watch the stick work. Don't want to take a hooking penalty. Ball will swarm back up the middle, and there was a chance there for a little bit of a break. Trying to use the open ice, and now there's going to be a delayed penalty on the play for the Predators. It'll be Lucas Suarez going to the box for 2 minutes for hooking. And now Sunnyvale will have their first power play opportunity of the game. The Predators had theirs in the second, and Sunnyvale will have theirs in the third period. And it's a much needed power play if they want to get back into this ball hockey game, as they're down by 2 with just over 10 minutes left to go in this third and final frame. Face-off won by Sunnyvale, and now they'll have a foot race for it. It'll go down to the corner, and it'll be picked up. And now Sunnyvale in a little bit of trouble. The penalty killer's doing a good job on the forecheck to keep them into their own end. And now they'll slowly start working their way back up. Not a lot of options for a pass, and that'll be tipped off of a Predator stick, and a big battle up right in front of us, in front of our booth. And now Moore will try to keep the ball out of his own end. He'll win that battle, and he'll send it deep. May is out there as well for the penalty kill. And so is Aspiden. Now Lombardi is going to go and race after it, trying to get it away from Napanak, but instead he'll play that up, and Sunnyvale will keep possession. Now there's under a minute to go in the power play for Sunnyvale, and now they'll try to set something up. They'll use the top of the zone to set up. There's a screen in front of Bernardo. No shot just yet. They're going to look for a better option. Back to the point. Taking a look, it'll be sent back down low, trying to get a cross pass for a one-timer. There's a shot, and it'll go wide and into the corner, as Sunnyvale was looking for that one-timer setup once again. 30 seconds now in the power play for Sunnyvale. And May will recover the ball. He'll take a big slapper, and the ball will exit the blue line, but it's a stretched out zone right now, so it'll stay onside. There's the one-timer shot, and it hits off the wrong mesh. It'll go out of play, but it'll be tipped by a Predators player, so we'll have the face-off inside the Predators zone with 13 seconds left in the power play for Sunnyvale. The Predators went 0 for 1 on their power play, and Sunnyvale is 13 seconds away from matching that as well. And after that great face-off win, the Predators will airmail that one back onto Nepanak, and that should about do it for Sunnyvale's power play. It's back now to 5-on-5. Sunnyvale, though, still with possession. Holding, looking for an option, trying to go back to the point. They will. There's a lot of traffic in front of Bernardo. A good chance for a shot here, and that'll be blocked. And now it's a 3-on-2 going back the other way, flipped onside, foot race for it, and that'll be stopped by Nepanak, as there was a lot of traffic coming towards his way with 7:55 left in the third period. 2-goal game for the York Predators. York Predators have possession of this one in the offensive zone. Sunnyvale looking for an exit, and it'll be chipped up but not far enough. It's still onside, and now it'll be sent to the far corner. Battle for it along the boards. A little stumble there from the Predators forward. Now wraparound attempt, and it goes across the crease. That one came close. Predators attackers making a brief, quick change, and now Sunnyvale will try to do the same as well. It's sent down the length of the floor, and they looked like they could have gone to it, but a blown tire before the goal line. So we'll have an icing call. And we'll have another face-off back in the Samsquanches end. Nice clean face-off win there for the Samsquanches, and the player is down at the far end for the Predators, but back up with a little bit of a hobble. They'll run that one off and slowly get back into play. No, instead the player will head to the bench. And we'll get a whistle here with under 7 left to go in the third and final frame, and now both teams are going to make some line changes, as we'll get a draw to the left of Bernardo. There's a one-timer right off the leg, and that was blocked and sent into the corner. Sunnyvale still with possession, trying to center that one, and big battle down low up along the boards, and now it's flipped up to center. There's a 2-on-1 developing. Good ball protection. There's a shot on Nepinak, and he steers that one aside. Centering pass into the slot. No shot. Here comes the one-timer. No, fanned on, and that would have been a good opportunity there for the Predators to expand their lead to 3. A 3-goal lead is the biggest lead we've seen in this game so far, and it was held by the Predators up until Sunnyvale mounted their comeback and made it a 4-4 game earlier. And since then, both teams have just exchanging blows. And here's a chance now for Sunnyvale as they're in control deep into the Predators' end. Nice battle up along the boards. It'll be dug out by the Sunnyvale player, bodied up along the boards. Not enough for a call. Back to the high slot now. Played down low, top of the circle. Nice screen in front of Bernardo. Here's the shot. That'll be blocked. Maybe another one. Nope. It'll be sent top of the circle. There's another shot, and it's blocked and denied. And now it'll go back to the point. No, another shot. Not as big of a block this time, but nevertheless, the player did a good job stepping in front of it. And the play stays onside, and there's a high stick from Sunnyvale, so we'll get a stoppage of play, and the faceoff will go all the way back into Sunnyvale's end. And since there's a high stick, Sunnyvale is unable to complete a line change. Nepinak so far has done a good job keeping Sunnyvale into this game, with keeping his team within 2 goals. Clean face-off win there by Moore. Lombardi with a shot that goes wide, top of the net, and look out, Nepinak had to find that one on the top of the net and freeze that one, and now Sunnyvale will call a timeout. You're tuned in live from rink number 2 in Mississauga, Ontario, inside the Paramount Fine Food Center for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. We'll be back shortly after their timeout.
Why'd you tell me? Now it's not going to come true. Don't we all?
Both wish for something we ain't gonna get.
Yeah. this song, by the way. They gotta stop this catch-up bullshit. No, they've been playing. I don't know.
They have like a tablet there with the playlist.
Yo, Imagine Dragons catch-up, like play some like old like jock jams or something. I don't know. Play Space Jam for all I care. Oh, Katy Perry, that's a good alternative.
I love that I can spot Noah out just walking there.
And we're back after a brief timeout. There's a shot on Bernardo, and he'll glove that down and play it to the back of the net. Took a weird bounce off the boards. Moore will chip it up to Lombardi. Back to Moore. They are onside. Lombardi now will look to set things up. No, instead he likes the idea of chipping it back down low for Moore, who has two on the game. There's a shot from Lombardi. A big save there from Nepinak to come across and keep this a 2-goal game. A great play there, though. Good chemistry on display from Moore and Lombardi. I am so sorry. I've just been told that I was reading the wrong numbers. That's O'Donoghue that wears the number 10, and Lombardi wears the 77. Thank goodness I have a crew with me, because otherwise I would have been butchering this until the end of the game. There's Lombardi with the ball. He's got it now. And there's a shot, and that'll go wide. So it's Lombardi with 77, Moore with the 00, and O'Donoghue with the 1-0. There's a shot on Bernardo, loose in front, and they score! And now the Sunnyvale Samsquanches are back within one. It's now 7-6 with 4:07 left in the third. Face-off won there by the Samsquanches. They look to tie this one up, and the ball will exit the playing surface. So we'll have another face-off. And while we wait for the ball to drop, we'll enjoy some AC/DC. Face-off won there by the Predators. Quickly flipped up to the neutral zone, and now there's a break. Here they come, tying game. No, it'll be stood aside. Heads up. Bernardo gets absolutely run over. And now he's going to take a moment to regroup, and it looks like he's sore on his back. And I believe we will have a penalty shot. So it is indeed a penalty shot. It'll be Tegan Lilly who has the chance to tie this game up, potentially having the game on his stick, even though there's still quite a decent amount of time left in this third period. And there's the official signal for the penalty shot, so it will be Tegan Lilly taking it. He's got one in this game. Throughout this game, the 5-hole has been exposed for Bernardo, so you kind of wonder where he's going to go. The crowd trying to get him hyped up, and this is a big moment here in this game. Bernardo still walking it off after getting absolutely bulldozed off that rush. And he's still walking it off. We're still waiting for him to get back into the net. And May gives him a little tap on the pads as now Bernardo has to shut the door. It's a 7-6 ball hockey game for the Predators. Both teams have to be on their benches for the penalty shot. And they are. And here comes Tegan Lilly. Can he tie this game up for Sunnyvale? There's a shot and it's stopped by Bernardo. Lilly looked a little indecisive there on which way he wanted to go, trying to get Bernardo to move, but he wouldn't budge, and the glove save was made, and it's still a one-goal game. Face-off won there by the Predators. They have control in their own end. That'll be rimmed around the boards. And Sunnyvale can't keep that in. And now we've got a foot race. Look out, ref, you're in the way. That would have been an interesting situation there, but ball was sent down far enough as the Predators had not gained the red line, and therefore will have an icing call and another face-off in York's zone. Face-off won there by the Predators. There's a battle down low. It's recovered by Sunnyvale. Back up to the high point. Down the middle now. There's a shot spinning and firing. But it hits off a leg, and now it'll be out and back into Sunnyvale's end as we got a foot race for it. Quick exit out of Sunnyvale's end there. And now it'll be dumped in. No, it hit off the side of the stanchion, but it'll be considered still in play. And we'll have an offside call. So we'll have another face-off. This time it'll be just outside of Sunnyvale's zone. Predators now back with the ball in their own end. That's May with it. 2:20 left to go in the third period. One-goal game for York, who is repping the green colors. And now there's a chance for York to expand that lead. Nice diving play by the Sunnyvale defense. There's a shot from the point. And it'll go just wide. And now we got a battle for it in the corner. 2 minutes left to go. Have to wonder if Sunnyvale might think of pulling their goaltender soon. He's not going anywhere just yet. They're thinking about it, though. Picked up by Sunnyvale. That's, I believe, Bannerman working it down low. He's being double-teamed by May and his teammate. Predators now stuck in their end. You have to figure that if Sunnyvale gets possession here, they might pull Nepanak, but they might try to do it here as there's an icing call against the Predators. 1:30 left, and there goes Nepenak. He is going to the bench as Sunnyvale trying to tie this game up and running out of time. That ball will float to the neutral zone, and it stays in. Great job there by Sunnyvale defender to keep that one in. There's a shot, and it'll hit off a leg and back into the corner. Crunch time now for Sunnyvale. Into the corner, back to the high slot. No screen, oh, and it's mishandled, and now Sunnyvale will have to go all the way back as we are coming down to the final minute of this game. It is a 7-6 lead for the Predators, and that will not help Sunnyvale's case trying to tie this one up as they iced it down. And a face-off will take place in their end. And the goaltender, Nepenak, will have to come back out. And now if you're the Predators, you're trying to keep the ball in the zone as much as you can, or for the remainder of this game. Moore is going to take the draw. Lombardi and O'Donoghue are out there. There's O'Donoghue getting crunched up against the boards. Lombardi trying to battle for the ball, and he can't get to it. And now Nepenak's going to the bench. Sunnyvale back with it. 40 seconds left on the clock. Can they tie this game up? There's Bannerman taking a little bit of a bump down low into the corner, and it'll be sent down the floor by the Predators. But it is not on net, so we will get another icing call. And another chance for the Samsquanches to tie this game up. Face-off one back to the point. There's a shot. It's loose, goes down to the corner, and Bernardo had no idea where that was. Back to the point, mishandled. Lombardi takes a hack, and he'll flip it over this red line and dangerously sent across, but towards the corner. Now it'll be sent back up. 10 seconds left up on the clock. It's now or never for the Samsquanches. Lombardi picks it up. Goalie going back to the net. There's a shot, and it's... And the goal is waved off. The ref saying that it was, the ball went out and it was offside. I mean, that would have been an insurance goal for the Predators, but now where the face-off is, that should be the game regardless, as they will likely not get another chance to shoot on Bernardo. Ball is rolling towards the net, batted away, and that will do it. A combined 13 goals scored in this ball hockey game. 7-6 is the final. The York Predators take it over the Sunnyvale Samsquanches. You're tuned in live from rink number 2 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Coming up on this link, the West Coast Angels from British Columbia taking on the Toronto Monsters from Ontario. That's all next, right here at the National Ball Hockey Championships.